I want you to think about the journal as something that you are productizing as an extension of yourself. Okay, so if you're going to be creating a journal about women choosing themselves, right? Obviously, there's going to be themes of empowerment, of independence, of making decisions for oneself, of decentering men, like all of those things. I think a workbook should be a narrative, like you're taking the user on a journey, right? And so if you think about your own journey of learning to choose yourself, right? You want to think about all of the little checkpoints, all of the challenges that you faced in doing that, right? So there's a transformation. There's you before and then there's you after, right? And so what was that opening up process like? There's a realization phase. There's a grief phase. There's a time when you have to practice decentering other people's opinions, right? And so a journal is a bunch of exercises. It's meant to be something that the person can ask themselves a question, write it down, and reflect. So you might want to think about, okay, what were the things that I reflected on? What were the things that were meaningful to me? Like what were the places where I got stuck? And then how did I get unstuck? For me, when I'm writing my journals, I think about the state of mind that someone's going to come in. And that's often why the first part of all my journals are really about almost like a flushing out or a venting, right? And so a lot of the first couple pages of the journal are always about like, basically put your trauma here, write it down, right? So like what happened to you was real and almost like a positive, like, but you can do this, right? And so you got to think about how am I going to structure my journal? And after people have like exhaled and they've let go of, some of the weight of it, they've written it down, then what journey do I want to take them on? And so that's how I would approach it.